I'd like to respond to Richard Branson's request for a £500 million bailout from British taxpayers, sent via a tweet from his Taxhaven in the Caribbean. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that this should definitely be unequivocally rejected by Rishi and the British government. However, I'll go through the 8 bullet points that he sent out, and so you have the full picture of what's going on. So in a request for £500 million from British taxpayers, he's said, firstly, that Virgin has invested $250 million since the pandemic started to help our business and protect jobs. Fair enough. Virgin Orbit teams are building ventilators to tackle COVID-19. Virgin Galactic teams are building oxygen hoods. Virgin Atlantic teams are flying critical medical supplies. So if he's making all this stuff, he should be selling it at market rate. If he's producing it at a rate that suits buyers, that's fine. He can make a profit. If he's not producing it at rates where he can make a profit, he should take the loss. Next point. Virgin has invested more than $75 million into the NHS. Virgin has never and will never take a penny out of the NHS. I've got a very big problem with these wealthy people co-opting government programs, investing their own money in them, and then, they're doing it to get preferential treatment on the back end for some other project. We need to put a total ban on wealthy, affluent people donating to or corrupting government programs. British taxpayers pay for government programs, and they don't need to be corrupted by other people. Again, if Branson had saved this $75 million and put it back into his business where it should be, maybe he wouldn't be needing a bailout now from British taxpayers. Next point. Virgin Atlantic employees virtually unanimously decided to take a wage reduction spread over 6.5 months to save as many jobs as possible. It's not up to employees of a company to save jobs, it's up to them to look after their own interest. I recommend that as Virgin Atlantic is going down, all employees jump ship now and go and get a better job for yourself. People don't take wage reduction. People should be taking wage reductions to save other people's jobs. They can do it to save their own job if they wish, but it's a big market out there and there's plenty of places to look for jobs. Next point. If the UK government does help Virgin Atlantic to survive, it will not be free money, but repaid on commercial terms. So why not go to a bank and get a loan from them? Why not get a group of wealthy investors to come in? If Virgin's such a great viable business, why are you struggling to get financing? The answer is Virgin is not a viable business. It's a decaying business. There's no market for air traffic. And, this is going to be an open-ended borrow or an open-ended quote-unquote loan. It's really a gift from British taxpayers. And, Virgin will end up going bankrupt anyway with our money. Why don't we just let them go bankrupt now? Next point. Virgin money giving does not and will never make a profit. Millions more go directly to charity because we are a non-profit. Again, if this guy is such a smart businessman, why is he spending so much time giving his money away instead of saving it for a rainy day when the airline might need it? The reason is he loves the pats on the back for quote-unquote charity work. It's actually an extension of Virgin's marketing arm. They can, show the public what a great guy Richard Branson is for giving all this money away, but by doing it, he's now put the company in jeopardy. Penultimate point. I live on Necker Island because I love the British Virgin Islands. Our companies pay tax in the countries they operate in. Virgin's an international company. It's going to have the most efficient tax system. He personally lives on Necker Island because he's saving personal income tax, and he's got a tax-free tax haven there. Again, he's got plenty of money. He can plow it into Virgin if it's such a great business. British taxpayers do not need to be getting involved. Final point. Most of my time is spent raising millions for our non-profit foundation, Virgin Unite. I cover all its overheads, ensuring 100% of money raised supports philanthropic causes, from mental health to human rights to tackling the climate crisis. Again, why doesn't this guy spend less time focusing on nebulous problems, more time in the office running his company? If this guy wasn't taking his eye off the ball, poncing around in the Caribbean, Virgin Atlantic would probably be in better financial shape than they are. So there's absolutely no justification for a bailout of Virgin. I hope they go bankrupt. I hope they go bankrupt today. And let's start saving British taxpayer money for you and me.